Prepping. Are you a doomsday prepper? It's sweet. And it's not too bad actually. Now there's many reasons why people do the prepping thing. It could be prepping for nuclear war, prepping for a zombie apocalypse, prepping for coronavirus. There are many reasons why people prep. Now I've been thinking about this, what would I need or take into my Klovekorn bunker if there's, going down? Well, I would probably take my favorite beer, probably a Schlenkerler. I'd probably take my second favorite beer, which is Atomic, Gateway Brewing, fantastic beer. Ein bisschen Schnaps of some kind. Klovekorn the Relic Hunter beer, it's a nice drop bit of homebrew. Some people take it to the extreme. You could go to Aldi and buy a zillion pounds of this pumpernickel board. So at my place, I always have an emergency bag. This is what it looks like. It has, emergency provisions in case there's a fire or what have you, and I always take this. So in some ways, whatever I take, it needs to fit into this bag. And how do I get Lotta into this bag? Let's see, Lotta. Oh, my little Lotta. Do you want to come with me to this thing? Yeah, you want to come with me? Why don't you go in this bag? Here we go. Go into the bag. No, she doesn't want to go in the bag. Now, if I go to the Klovekorn the Relic Hunter archives, you will recall that one of my movies, the ammunition bunker movie of Klovekorn the Relic Hunter, I found one of these. Yes, and this of course is an American US style MRE, meal ready to eat. And this is actually an original World War II MRE piece of packaging. So, today I'm going to have a look at meals ready to eat. Okay, so this is a beautiful box. This one here, Survival Supplies Australia. Let's open her up. Nice. This is the Hungerbuster Chicken Italiano MRE. Okay. First test is, does it fit into my bag? Passes that test. Hungerbuster. So we've got a choice here: chicken, veg, vegetable curry, chili con carne, spag bowl, and beef casserole. Very nice. Hungerbuster. 24-hour ration pack. Now, where did these MREs come from? Well, they were already developed in the US around the Civil War era. And of course, the Germans also had something very similar. They called it a Einmannpackung, okay? EPA for short. It was also called the Eiserne Reserve, the Iron Reserve. And the Germans also, about the same time as the American Civil War, so 1866, the Prussian-Austrian War, the Germans had also used something very similar. So developed around about the same time, this sort of concept, although technically, the Romans had a version as well. So that's where it comes from. All right. Wow. Okay. So this is a pack that is meant to last you an entire day. Morning, lunch, and of course dinner with a few snacks in between. Let's order this up and let's have a look what we have. Okay, I've given this whole thing some order. We have breakfast, lunch, snack time, and dinner or Abendbrot. So let's start with breakfast. Let's start with ein Kaffee using the Klovekorn the Relic Hunter Memorial Edition, 20,000 YouTube views. This is a while ago now, but anyway, that was a good celebration. Café de Sol Supreme, well-rounded coffee blended from a selection of favorite beans. Now, I'm not a big fan of this type of instant coffee, but we'll give it a go. Sugar, that's a must. I'm very much a sweet tooth. Water, excellent. All right. Now I'm going to not put too much in because I like it sort of Italiano style. The pack does come with a plastic spoon and 2 antiseptic wipes. So let's give them a crack. Yep, they're certainly antiseptic. Fantastic. So I can wipe my spoon like that. Particularly important for you know, sort of coronavirus situations or whatever. You can clean your hands with this stuff. You could do it thoroughly if this was a real-time situation. And that's, well, I won't use that because I've got my own Lufthansa spoon that I'll use. And we have this wonderful sweetened condensed milk. Love this stuff. This is okay. Pierce the aluminium side. Put in some condensed milk. There it is. Actually, let's put a little bit more in. Very nice. Give that a stir. And I'll just let that sit. Okay. We also get natural muesli with milk powder. 100 grams, and all you do here is you simply add cold water to desired consistency. Right, we need a bowl. This is fantastic. This is quick. Imagine this out in the field. This one's fairly clever because it already has condensed milk within the satchel. Okay. Looks not too shabby at all. Various seeds in there and pieces of fruit. Okay, let's mush this up. And of course, the reason why you get so much condensed milk is you can put this to almost anything. So let's throw some condensed milk in there. You get a good sugar hit if you're doing some exercise. This basically lasts for forever, as do most of the things here in this ready-to-eat meal. All right, taste test for breakfast. Let's have a crack at this. This is excellent. Look, I can't notice that I'm using condensed milk. I would have no idea. The milk is perfect, or the powdered milk. It may as well be fresh milk. I can't tell the difference. And it's very tasty. It's incredibly tasty, and it's packed full of energy and goodness. So this, the breakfast so far, 10 out of 10. Let's see what this coffee is like. You know, for a man like me who drinks the best Italian cappuccino 4 or 5 times a day, I'm a bit of a cappuccino freak from a real Italian coffee machine. This is, of course, the Antichrist itself. However, I have to say, it has a lot of flavour and taste, and it's not too bad. You know, if you're out and about fighting a war or hiding from zombies, this is actually isn't too bad. So, breakfast, thumbs up. Time to try the biscuit jam sandwich. Lotta, you up for it? Some of the kekse that we have here. All right, Lotta, you want some? What do you think? What do you think of that? Any good? Any good, Lotta? I think it's good. It's full of sugar. So the jam sandwich biscuits are not too bad. Whole grain cereal bar with seeds, including chia. Let's give this a crack. Full of seeds and other bits of goodness. Okay, it's time for lunch. We have tomato soup. Add contents of this pack to boiling water. So we'll look. Ooh, that looks good. Bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Smells like you know, powdered tomato soup. So we'll let that just sit there. I'll use my mouse pad so I'm not damaging my Danish oak desk. Biscuit cream cracker. Okay, this has seen some better days. Nice cream crackers. Do they still crack? Yep, they still crack. You get this beautiful jam, strawberry jam. Again, I love these tubes. Pierce the front. You're out in the field, you're doing what you're doing. Just put some of this jam on there. Look at that. Look how easy it is. Look how easy life is with these MREs. Einmannpackung. Jam is great. Alright, what else is here for lunch? Brisk and refreshing tea. Okay? Tea. Oop. Sugar. And it says I should eat the teriyaki steak bar with my soup for lunch. So let's have a look at that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, let's have a crack at that. Let's have a taste of this tea. It's not blowing my socks off, but it'll do. What about the tomato soup for lunch? Let's have a crack at this soup. All right. It has a fair amount of flavour. It's nicely spiced. It has these sort of noodle things in there, which is good. A few peas, some corn. I suppose with your cracker biscuits and this beef jerky, it'll do. Okay, but the lunchtime meal is one of the most important meals you'll have in a day. You might be chopping wood, you might be digging trenches, you might be fighting off zombies. Whatever you might be doing, you need a very good lunch. And although they've substituted with all these different snacks that are full of carbs and sugar, I'm a little bit disappointed with the lunchtime offering. It's okay. I'd rate the lunch about a 6.5 out of 10. All right, it's another snack break. And you know, this MRE does come with quite a few snacks, which I think is pretty good. 2 snacks left. We've got the, what is it? All fruit bar raspberry, 20 grams. Let's see if there's a crack. Okay, yes, very fruity indeed. It's oh wow, this is packed with sugar again. Very chewy, very sweet. And it's obviously designed to give you a bit of a glucose hit. Apricot cereal bar. I mean, if I'm not already halfway through to being diabetic, this is certainly going to get me there. Looks half decent. Smells okay. A bit crumbly. Not as sweet as the other fruit bar was. And it looks as though it has a bit more roughage in it. Yeah, this is good. Not bad. Not bad for sweets. Okay, it's dinner time and it's time to eat some really wholesome food. And we're only down to these last remaining packets, but I'm somewhat hopeful that this might be good stuff. So we have instant mashed potatoes and we have this chicken Italiano. Now the chicken Italiano can be eaten cold if you're really desperate. I have just heated this up in some boiling water. So let's grab our trusty field bowl. This has a good mechanism inside, so you can reclose this if necessary. Whoa, okay, there's a fair amount of instant mashed potato in there. Very good. We add some boiling water. I think 1 cup. I'll just start gently. My Lufthansa spoon. Okay, that's starting to take some shape. It's actually looking pretty good. It actually smells good. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision just yet. It's nice and hot. Taste test. Steaming hot taste test. Okay. It's very different, of course, to fresh mashed potato, but it's hard to describe the taste. It's a little bit cardboard-like, but it's okay. I like the texture. The texture is quite good. Now the chicken Italiano. Okay, come on, chicken Italiano. Now I have high expectations here. Anything with the word Italiano or Italian, in my eyes, suggests it is excellent, particularly when it comes to food. So let's have a look at this. I can see some tomato and other bits and pieces. After the ordinary tomato soup lunch, I'm looking forward to a hearty dinner time meal, and certainly in terms of the way it looks like a half decent meal, doesn't it? But the ultimate deciding factor is taste. I can see some noodles, or some pasta I should say. Where the chicken is, I don't know, I can't see it. It must be very, very small little bits of chicken. Okay, now I know why they add salt to the MRE, because it is lacking a little bit of the taste. Look, it tastes a little bit like the sort of thing that you would get from canned, like tinned food. I haven't eaten a lot of tinned food in my life, but I have tried it on occasion, and it essentially tastes a little bit like that. So, taste-wise, I'm now going to use the 40,000 views YouTube memorial mug with my good friend brother Simon Thompson and myself at Vogelsang. That was good times. And obviously for this you need to have a PhD to get into it. This is a solo shot. What is that? Some sort of energy drink. Orange flavour, powder concentrate. Okay, let's give that a go. Maybe this will magically make everything so much better. Yes, well, it's certainly orange. Very nice colour, and it's sweet, and it's not too bad actually, if you like ultra sweet glucose power punching drinks with a rather unusual aftertaste. So it's okay. I give this about a 7 out of 10. Good, useful, quick. Put this thing into your bag, you're good the whole day. Exceptionally convenient, exceptionally fast. So yeah, if you're into this whole prepping thing, the Hungerbuster MRE is certainly right up there in terms of convenience and lastability out in the field. Okay, it's the end of the day, and literally the very last thing in the MRE pack is this chocolate drink. It says here it's a rich, smooth and satisfying gluten-free indulgence to satisfy all those chocolate cravings. So you're about to go to bed, It's that very last thing to calm your nerves. Oh, yes, I can smell it already. It's very chocolatey. Very, very chocolatey. Okay, obviously some sort of cocoa chocolate powder. Throw in some water. Does smell good, I have to say. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's about an 8 out of 10 as well. So there you have it, alte Kameraden. The MREs are not too bad. Now some of the German, Polish and Russian MRE kits actually have little cookers, field cookers contained within them, and particularly the Eastern European MREs or Einmannpackungen are probably more meat orientated with dried meats and conserved meats, and I do find those a little bit more interesting from a flavour point of view. But this Hungerbuster pack isn't too bad at all. Tschüss!